Now that we have had the space biome, which in my opinion is the update everyone wanted, let's talk about the updates I want. Okay, now what I would like, first one, this is a bit personal, is a Caribbean Sea update. Now what I mean is I'm from the Caribbean, blah 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 blah. Anyway, it would add waves. Now waves are a physical block. Like it's kind of like the media spawner, you know? You place it down and it'll consistent, and you can choose how long it takes to spawn one wave and how big a wave is. So like, yeah, and it goes up to 10 times the size of a normal wave. Oh, and it could also add a setting called water clearness. Now, water clearness is just how easy it is to see in the water and through the water on the surface. So if you have it on 100 times clearness, it'll look like tap water, you know, all clear. But if you have it on like let's say 0.50 times, you cannot see in it and you cannot see through it. And also, if you make water a glowing color, it would make it so that it emits light. Yeah, and that's about. I would also like a more instruments update, because they only have the banjo, the war horn, the handbell, the note block, and the drums. That's all they have. And I forgot to mention the entire music system. What they could have is they have so much potential. They could have a steel pan, a flute, I forgot, a guitar, other than the banjo, an electric guitar even, a recorder, a tuba, an actual playable trumpet. They have so much potential with this. I would also like different ways to cook food. Like, let's say you can make a sandwich by cutting bread and then placing the cut bread and, let's say, I don't know, cheese into a pot to make a cheese sandwich. And you can use a knife as a weapon, an actual knife, not the dagger, an actual knife that if you throw it at someone, it'll stab into them. Yes, you heard that. Back on the topic of liquids, back on the topic of liquids, I have liquids. So first, physical liquid, not a set level, a physical thing, you know, kind of like a soft body thing, like slime and stuff. But you know, speaking of physical liquids, including with that, they could have lava. Now, lava is very different from water. First, it's much hotter and sets players on fire. It burns anything flammable and sets anything that is flammable on, you guessed it, fire. And it would also be a lot slower than lava. Instead of the usual speed it would be if it was water. It had the consistency, you know. Speaking of which, you know the Team Potion Infuser? What if they had that but for water? That's what I call the Water Potion Infuser. So how this would work is you put a potion effect in, and if you go into the water, you'll be given that effect until you get out of the water. So let's say I put poison in the water, you'll get poisoned if you're in the water. Healing, you get healed. Levitation, you get levitation. But I don't know how levitation works actually. That is a little right. Another thing I'd like to add is a jungle biome. They have so much potential with this. They can have vines, climbable vines. What else? Mosquitoes. Bamboo. One of those bamboo snipers things. Crafting. And the best of all, vine traps. How vine traps is easy. It depends on where they are. If they're on like the ceiling, like the pillow ceiling that's above me right now, if I were to be under it would grab me and I can't. It would grab me and I'd be in the air and I can't move until after a couple seconds it lets me know. This also applies to the same thing with ground, except I'm stuck to the ground. It won't let me go until I'm out, until the time's up. Next thing. Yeah, right. So, what I would like is private road permission. So first you can select your friends to allow to be in your private road without you there. And this would also allow you, and you can also give them permissions to build, clear, modify, and delete. You know, kind of like the permissions of community roads. And also make private roads cost less than community roads to buy a full size road. Because I mean, 2,000 for a full size private room. That's obscene. But next thing is a forging update. Now you might be wondering, what the f is a forging update? Well, first it allows you to collect materials from out in adventure, bring them back, and forge them into certain items. Like you can forge them into a sword, shield, pickaxe, axe. What else? Armor. Yep, armor. You can have pillow armor, wooden armor, whatever material you used armor, like obsidian armor and stuff. And yeah, well, so that's it. See you in the next vid.